Hello guys, it's Luigi vs. Master with another video. We're talking about what would make us want to play GTA Online again. So I guess I should start off with you, Jose. What do you think would make you want to play GTA Online again?
Like I was saying earlier, you know what, like the Fortnite season things, like if they changed the map every now and then, you know what I'm saying, like added new things to it, probably make people want to go back to it and not get tired of it as quickly as, as a regular one because there'll be, something different to play in the game every day. Because I feel like, the heists and all that stuff in GTA 5 got, repetitive. So I feel like if they keep changing the maps and the scenery, stuff like that, I think it'll improve the gameplay.
You stopped playing, I'd say before me. What do you think made you stop playing?
Honestly, I felt like it's because everybody has stopped playing it, and then not only that, it was just like the heists and stuff like that got repetitive. So I feel
Mm.
like none of us were playing it anymore, and then especially our friends neither. So
Even like when I know they added the Doomsday Heist. Do you know about that one?
not is that the one that has like the Back to the Future car or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. It's like the thing that annoyed me with the Doomsday Heist. It's like it would take a bunch of bullets to kill these dudes. I guess that was their way of trying to make it harder to do the heist and
yeah.
make it more challenging. But I didn't like that. And I remember like with the original heist, with the bank heist, you know that mission where you have to, well, the setup where you have to go to the top of the map and then like you line up your vehicles and you wait for the convoy to come so you can take that vehicle and drop it off
Eh,
to Lester.
yeah, take it over or whatever. Yeah,
That mission was like annoying. Like I was watching a clip of it today where this dude was like failing because he blew up the one in front of it, so it blew up the thing behind it, and it was like this chain explosion. That was one thing I was really annoying.
and remember the one like the one that you had to jump from the mountain?
Yeah, that was the actual heist. That was
That was crazy. And then not only that, them things like them joints took like what, an hour and a half at least. What four good people to do it.
that's another. I'm good. I'm glad you said that because I know they changed this in the Doomsday Heist, but the original Heist is like you had to have four players. In Doomsday, it was like 2 to 4. So if you only
Oh
had
yeah.
one other person, then that was pretty good. But later on, I want to mention like AI's possibly taking the place of those two other players and helping you out. But what I thought about also was like them possibly adding additional maps. One thing I put here was the Miami one. What do you think about that?
Yeah, like I said, it'll be cool to see new scenery, and then especially in Miami, you have a lot of water and stuff like that, so there could be a lot of water high stuff like that. A
Yeah,
lot of new vehicles with boats.
I was
It'd
thinking.
be cool if you could own a house on the water, you know what I'm saying? Have like your
Oh,
own boat, marina
they did
thing.
that already though. What's
Oh, they
that?
did?
You remember
Oh,
that?
yeah, with the yacht.
That thing was like $7 million.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yo,
yeah.
that was like 3 years of playing to buy that joint.
Aw.
Yeah.
But I thought of like Need for Speed Heat because I believe that's like where this takes place, where that takes place at least.
Where that game, yeah.
Another one I put here is Toronto. What do you think about that one?
I mean, that'd be cool too because I mean, what game is really based off of Toronto or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's really nothing in
Yo,
Canada if you really
that's
think
a
about it.
good point.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, that's a good point. Dang. What I thought about, I wanted to mention also was like, I noticed with well, the Division 2 made me realize this is like, GTA, they don't really make enough of their space. Like they have all these buildings that I know you can get on top of, but
yeah.
you know how the Division 2, like they make use of all their space, so you can go into the buildings and do a bunch of things, and it's like, it's very
Yeah.
detailed.
Yeah, that would be cool too. Like, if you were able to walk through the buildings, like, you'll be able to use more of the map instead of just having,
Yeah,
you
and
know, statues or buildings or whatever that you can't do nothing with.
that way I feel like they could possibly add more content and more missions just based on
Yeah.
the area they have now. and I think that would be cool.
I feel like you know how in Battlefield like there was certain buildings that you could like take down if you took down certain structures. That'd be kind of cool too.
Yo,
Go full on, you know what I'm saying? Just start blowing up
like
buildings. I mean,
certain
something different, you
buildings.
know.
Like that construction site that's been there. Should I say this dude's name? But you know the construction site I'm talking about, like in the middle of the city in GTA.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Because like one of our friends, he had a house right there in front of the construction center, if you remember. But yeah, I feel like they could when you mentioned the season changes like Fortnite, they could possibly put something there. Like when Fortnite changed seasons, they had like construction sites and they put something there in place of it.
Yeah.
But
I think I know you. That would be cool too. Yeah. That way they're implementing new things, you know.
yeah, so I guess the next one, Tokyo. What I thought about is like I think it would be something like good to have something lively and colorful to look at instead of like the. I feel like Los
That is true.
Santos is kind of dull. Like it's
Yeah.
not.
Is that you know what? Is that each game is either based in Cali or is New York? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no other games that are out of them two cities. They always base it off them big two cities. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, states, let's say.
I'd say that's true for pretty much all the Grand Theft Autos, right?
Yeah, because I don't think there's been one out of there. Well, there's been one in Miami, I think. Miami
Oh,
Vice.
Vice City, yeah. I
Yeah,
forgot
Vice
about
City or
that.
whatever it was.
Yeah.
So, but that was what, years ago? So imagine how it would look updated now.
Yeah.
And then, you know how they had that GTA Chinatown one on the phone? That game was pretty fun, to be honest, from what I remember playing on it. So it'd be cool if they could do something like that, you know, or I don't know, something like in a new scenery like that.
Are you familiar with expeditions in games?
That I'm not sure.
Like an example of this is like in the story, the beginning, the first mission where they're like in Yankton. I'd consider that an expedition because like that's separate from the regular Los Santos map, and you can only access that again when Trevor and Michael are at that cemetery.
Right.
So I guess something like that could be included, where like they include one of these cities, but like I was saying before, like they use all of its space, making like all the buildings around it accessible,
I got you.
stuff
Like you
like
have
that.
to unlock things in order to get to that certain point, basically.
Mm, no, I was just thinking like just completely accessible, where you can like go through everything without unlocking it.
Got you. So you
Just
can
like
like walk
the
through the
way,
buildings and all that stuff.
yeah, just like
Like
the way Division
open
is.
world, but open buildings. Let's put it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah.
So I guess next we can touch on the AI part. What do you think about that?
I mean, it'll be cool because you know sometimes you get them randoms that just like killing you, or they wear you off from the objective itself that you have to do. You know, so it's always annoying that you have to keep doing it because of other people. So at least if you have AIs, you'll be able to do it on your own. Or if say if it's you and me, we'll have our help that's worth it, not no randoms that are messing up or
Do
stuff
you
like that.
remember them in single player?
Like the people walking around, you're saying?
No, like the AIs in the heist in single player. Do you remember them?
I am not sure to be honest.
Because
I
I feel
thought
like
there were AIs in.
yeah, like you see the image here, you'd be able to like select different ones. They even had Packy that you could, Packy from GTA 4 that you could pick. I was just saying that to say like it was pretty cool because they'd upgrade each time that you had them in the heist. And
Oh,
sometimes like they could possibly die or mess up the mission and cause you lose money. So I was saying like
got you.
that's pretty cool. I wish they had that
Yeah.
online. And that was like one of the reasons I feel like I stopped playing because you would be waiting to get crew members and then it would
And then
just
that too, yeah, you have to have them four people regardless in order to play the thing. So I guess like if you didn't have your friends or whatever, and then you know what I'm saying, it just made it
Mm,
not fun anymore.
pretty much. What else was I thinking? I was thinking about the economy thing. That was annoying also because I know like it was shown earlier, but it's like it takes you all week to get a new vehicle. I feel like.
Yeah, you really have to be grinding and doing stuff in order to get like stuff that you wanted in the game. For example, the yacht that we talked about.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
true waste of money. And then once you actually get the vehicle, then you have to pay to do all the upgrades.
yeah, like the modding and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It would be cool if they could go more in depth with the cars too. Like like I mean that they'll make it a full on car game. You know what I'm saying? But
I wasn't even gonna mention this in this one, but I was thinking about like them putting sleepers where you can upgrade the basic cars and make them as fast as like some of the
oh,
supers. I thought that
that'd
would
be
be a
cool.
cool idea. But
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I understand why they wouldn't want to do that because they want people to purchase the new cars. So in order to make that happen, I feel like they would have to make the upgrades really expensive to make them into these sleepers.
Yeah, I guess it gives people that think like you have to play the game in order to get the stuff that you want. So they're like, okay, let's rate the price on everything.
Yeah, well, I was just thinking like it would be funny like if you're driving a Super and then unexpectedly you see this dude in a gauntlet pull up right next to you. Like what?
And just smoke you, yeah.
Yeah,
That would
that'd
be
be
pretty
funny.
funny, yeah.
Mm.
It's like in real life when you pull up with a Honda Civic. Everybody hates Hondas.
Yeah,
And you smoke a Lamborghini, it's over.
yeah. All right, so I guess we can close out. All right, guys, this is another video. Luigi versus Master. We hope to bring you guys more.
Yes, sir.